Alright, I think I got everything settled. Now go in. There we go. And you say, welcome back to the domain of your chaotic doodle Arashi here. We are back at it tonight. This time coming back to more, the sinking city. After all, this is the voted game, and I figured I may as well see through it at least once. And I thought I'd continue on from where I left off last Friday. Last we left off, we just entered into a new city, and we found ourselves in a new place. Our friend, Detective Charles Reed, I believe his name is plagued by visions of something maddening and chthonic in nature. And it appears it all originates in this place called Oakmont, Massachusetts, a very isolated city that is completely locked up, that is completely isolated from everything. I have no words for it. And the minute we arrive, it seems before we can meet with our what's the word? Confidant, who may know more about what our friend Charles is experiencing. Apparently, we have been visited with murder and intrigue in this city. And let's see what else we can find out about that. It seems we already found the corpse. Now we need to find, and we supposedly found the killer. Now we all need to figure out why all this has happened. So without further ado, let us come back and see where we go from here. And apparently an interesting thing about this game, in this city, a flood has occurred, and apparently all money is useless. Everybody has gone into a barter system, and so far right now, it seems bullets are a very valuable resource in this city. If I'll save, I'll take that. Let us go in and see what we can do. Right. Continuing where we last left off. Don't know where it will put us this time, but hopefully it's where. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Okay, and I believe that is our objective, but I believe our first order of business. Well, let's see if we follow up and see if we need to talk anymore.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Yes, I believe you did, Mr. Throgmorton. Now, I just need to confirm myself where we go from here. Robert Throgmorton gave me a key to the expedition's headquarters. It is in northern Culverside at the crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Let's see if we can find that. Let's see it. I believe it said North Grove. I assume in the north somewhere. Let me read that again. Northern Culverside, the crossroad of Asher and Hubert. Alright. Culverside. How far is that? Not too far. The Asher and Hubert, I believe. Somewhere in this general area. I believe our first order of business is to follow the road out. Let us go. I believe we go this way. We blocked earlier, but I believe we now have access to get into the city from here now. If there's anything else to worry about around here, I not know. Expedition headquarters are located in the northern Culverside crossroad of Asher Road Hubert Avenue. Key to the headquarters. Do not quite know. I did. There we are. Okay. I believe I placed a mark where I shouldn't have. Other side. And that's where it is, somewhere in that general area. Inward we go, into the city. What awaits us, who knows? I wonder what kind of experience this is. Hate to be in a place like that. Oh. I take it this is the hotel we are settling in right now. Robert Throgmorton, fun. Okay, this is the same synopsis as before. Never mind. Nothing's changed yet. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with gunfire or a melee attack. Supernatural abilities give you an edge over common suits. Use your mind's eye to uncover hidden details. I will try to keep that in mind. Crafting materials to create ammo and consumables in the inventory interface. Right. Let's see. What do we have? My diary, part 1. I didn't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remembered the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my head ached, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I had seen was real, but my memories were true. My strange powers, gained after that ordeal, proved it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Semper Fi. A very strong phrase, if I ever heard it. Who's this? Take it this is Charles's tag. All that we see or seem is just a dream within a dream. I assume the numbers on the third row are his birth date, but I don't quite know what bottoms might be. Or no, maybe the bottom is the birth date. Well, that can't be right. If that's the case, then why is it listed as such? Wait, no wait. It could still be a birth date on the bottom. Maybe the date listed on the third row is the enlistment date.
Never again, they say.
I don't quite know how they embed dog tags, but I assume this is a. I assume this might make sense to those who have been, who have done their service. I assume the third row, the numbers, are the is the date of enlistment. The bottom date is their birth date, which would make some sense, considering I believe this game takes place around in the late 20s, early 30s, I believe, somewhere around that approximate date. Sometime after the First World War. Of course, I can't quite remember. We have costumes we can acquire. Plague Doctor, Master Sleuth, Vishwanka. Looks like we have to solve different cases to get some of these outfits, along with make some progress in the game. Very interesting. What do we have here? Crumpled letter. Mr. Reed, you are the rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humbly, and I feel I have to repay the debt to you. Take this as a friendly piece of advice. Run. Save your life and leave this draught city to the depths. Don't dig into its secrets, but they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Please heed my words. Lewis Flynn. I believe this is the one of the denizens we met earlier, the Innsmouther. Here we spared last video. I don't know what consequences may play if we had actually turned him in over to Throgmorton. But what's done is done. Let's see. Note from J. Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes. Duly noted, Dr. Vanderberg. Let's see. And we can't go through all of these. See if we could find some coil springs, some shell casings to craft more bullets if we need to. Let's see. Yes, let's do that. Let's that as well. Let's see. Bullets are more or less a currency in this game, so I have to be careful of using them if I can avoid it. There are quite some unusual markings here. More gunpowder, more shell casings, and a pistol round. The nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They're just men. Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. There's only me. Me. These nightmares. A little longer. I'll figure them out. Seems someone else has been investigating the mad visions that plague them from the city as well. Keep it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord. Well, I don't think that's noted to me, but nevertheless, never make the proprietors angry. I believe that's a rule of thumb for anything. I go through there. I go up and through anywhere else, I wonder? Not through here, it seems. Oh, I can go through here. What do we have here? Too many coincidences. So, the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tiny profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Wonder if this may be a case we'll be tackling. I'll hold the button to search through. Powder, alcohol. Will be useful later. I think I am going to make a more revolver round. Go through there. Go there. But here I can. What an unusual piece we have here. This be another Innsmauser? I can't really tell for sure. It's much too scarred for me to be sure. It's just a really bad painting, or if that might be the face of an Innsmauser. It's hard to say their names. Innsmauser. I think that's how it is. It's a very interesting thing to describe them as. Very well. I believe we have to go down now.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you wanna stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
Who are you, and what noise are you talking about?
Sorry, but who are you again?
You bang your head or something? I'm Victor Olmsted. I own the place. This place. The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Well, it appears we don't have memory of this, but considering the state we're in, who knows what we're capable of. May as well try to appease this man and try to keep it under control, even if we might not be the ones causing all that noise.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Let's see, we have packs of notes, a lullaby crossroad, Innsmauser notes. There is a lot of notes here, it seems. Throgmorton's will, Feller's prophecy. See, what do we have here? Seems I can't quite look into the rest of this book. I do not know why. Probably have to do something else before we can access that side case I found. This now. Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already, kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to the time well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means that the house is inhabited. The crosshatched grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross, 3 Ks, reach for your gun. K. Very well, I believe I have been finding these signs here and there. Must be one of them. Bell casings, coral springs. Not quite sure what the springs are for yet, if anything. My dear nephew, my dear Victor, how is Oakmont treating you? Do you require any support? The Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I've arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went. Sadly, only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, Aunt Portia. Guess it wouldn't want to disappoint this guy's dear aunt. I don't suppose he has more to say.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Yes, and I'll try not to cause a lot of trouble, my friend. Do not know why, but this seems like I don't know, it just seemed like a particular photo op subject. It's giant spider crab. Of course, perhaps not. Maybe it's not worth our trouble. I suppose there's more to be had here at the hotel, but perhaps not. More notes here. To Walter. Walter, can I help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again? I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic.
Hey,
Oop.
knock it off!
Sorry, mate. Needed to walk past here. Didn't realize I had the thing on. Well, the flashlight, I mean. Okay, can't go over there right now. Just wanted to see if thing can make things more visible. Perhaps not. I think I would like to check out upstairs one more time. Just want to check something. Looks like we already have claims on this room if they've already put up a plaque for us there. We're settling in here. Devil's Root. The phone here, we can't use it right now. Awful much we can find here right now. I suppose this is how we get around through town. On a quick look right now. So I'm reading this map right. There's both ways are submerged. I believe our first objective is trying to find the headquarters. Look what this place is. There seems to be so much to find, so much to see. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but I'll go as I can. Let's see. Some rags here. Perhaps we can use these for bandaging ourselves. I suspect, maybe. Maybe not. I do not know. All sorts of books around here. On Transportation Co. I suppose this is like some sort of public transportation here. What goes on here, I wonder? There's still ones here. Where do I need to go again? Oh, it's just, it's not too far. It's actually just around the corners. And it seems somebody has either this is a ragdoll or this guy's dead. It was a fine place to just leave this man. He is probably dead. And this way appears to be blocked. Did I leave anything good in the trash can? Man's trash is another man's treasure, after all. What do we have here? These are some rather big vermin we have here. And some metal scraps. A lot of interesting things we don't know what to do with yet. Probably come up soon. Mayhaps. But people don't have a sense of modesty in this city either. This very peculiar dress, and I just noticed the corpse is gone. Either that man is a glitch or something happened to him. I'd care to know which is the case. Let's see. The place? Not quite, we're not there yet, but there's something funny about this. And never mind. Not every place is explorable. I believe they said something about the headquarters being somewhere around this corner. Nope. There's still a lot, still just further up but north. See. And just wanting to remember my controls. It is always good to know what to do. Boots and top coats. Let's find this clothing. Headquarters is somewhere around here. This be it with the H mark? Maybe it. Expedition headquarters.
Guess I don't need the key.
Oh, somebody came through here. So.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Dangers of diving. Divers with the bands can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time. I believe they have a term for all these ailments. Grouped together, I believe they call it a narcosis of some kind, induced by a imbalance in nitrogen, I believe. If the body undergoes like a high saturation of nitrogen, I believe, when you surface at an expedited rate. That is why decompression is a thing in scuba diving, or just any diving whatsoever.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Shame. Looks like it could have been quite an interesting piece to have in a boring place like this. Seems like an out-of-place box. Gunpowder. Quite some very complicated nautical equipment here. Deep sensations going on here. Over there. Seems unusual.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Where indeed. Fisherman reports. L. Sullivan and Babe Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Harway. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mention a rock that rose from the surface, making the fog shine in the different colors. The witness felt sicky and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off the part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis. These seem vital, I suppose. H. Doe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origins of Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now, Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so, shed light on what may yet be to come. I believe that is a name to keep in mind. Harriet Doe. Wish that you read all of that out. Well, I do like to I do like to read through lore. That's partly why I decided to play this game. And hello there, Nephilim Hex. Welcome to the domain of your Karagdu Liarashi here. As you can see, we are playing the Sinking City. This is a bit of a adventures slight bit of a Lovecraftian horror game. It's only been lightly horrific, as after my last time. In here, your avatar changed. Yes, it has. Well, this isn't so much like a permanent change, more just a temporarily change. I still have my previous form, as you can tell. Shift back. I can shift back and forth as I like, but for the month, I am just using this I'm just taking this new, or should I say, old form for a spin. This is what I like to call my Doodle Kaijin form. The other form you normally see is called my Chaotic Doodle form. The other one feels like my more natural self. This is more like my more hidden form, you can say. Let's see, let's continue reading on, shall we? I've found a few more notes, and it seems there are a few more samples here to examine. Let's see. How to protect. According to our data, the place with paranormal activity have a strong, previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We have prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices, a supply of sedatives, to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols which are of no use, and apply these scientifically valid methods of protection instead. H. Doe. Oh. No use trying to pull out the old little crosses and crucifixes and the cat's eye or little charm here. Nevertheless.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
It's a strange, peculiar hue. Whatever those marks are. I gotta hold when I come across these spots. A pistol round, gunpowder, shell casings. I am getting rich here. Literally rich. Bullets are the prime currency in this town, after all. And I don't mean that in some kind of strange... trying to follow the signs. It seems... What do we have here? There we are. Not quite know what was going on there, but it seems we have very dark creatures hiding here. Wanted a second look around. Continue. What do we have here? Partially burned cargo manifest. The following must be delivered. Grimhaven Bay no later than Friday. Mark 5 diving suits, 6. Air tanks and pumps, 4. Canned food, 18 crates. Personal belongings, 6 crates. With name unreadable. Research equipment, 7 crates. Do not... I can't read it further. Air pipes, 24. Boat station and wires, 1. 1 power generator. Responsible for deliver. Seems to be a new food for us. More creatures and hiding down here. I must be wary. I don't know if they're invisible, but One cannot be too careful. Oh! Well... This is a surprise. That Innsmouther came out of the blue. I have no idea where he came out from. I don't care to know where he was hiding either.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Guess, sir? Surely not. The statues really freaked me out. Thought there was somebody hiding around the corner or something. Just for a moment. Not appears to be anything on this Innsmouther. I suppose there are any more places to investigate. Isn't it? Up here. Oh. I believe we're constructing a hidden scenario here.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
Somebody came in here looking for something. But who knows?
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
I remember the last time I heard elders talk like this.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Don't believe this is everything yet. Oh, there's another memory piece there. But I'm going to this way. Follow back.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Time to figure this out.
Now we have to piece this together, and I believe first.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Then they will search through it.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
Yeah, got what they wanted here.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Where they went is burn them all.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
New clue and more thoughts plaguing my mind. Just making sure there are no surprises before I start trying to piece together what went on here. I only found 2 clues, so it can only mean something between these. Burned newspapers. The expedition archive is lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. Might be recent posting or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. Did I not piece those clues together? Seems I have. Now, I believe I did see the Chronicle somewhere. There it is. Follow the street up to Howard Street. Turn left. If I just follow this road, I'll get there. Keep an eye out, see if there's anything to grab and search. Man, I thought those were searchable, but I think that's just the just being reflected from all this rain. No, I don't believe this is going to Howard, I believe. This is a nice detail they added. You can see the street signs on at every turn you take. What's that sound? Just one more turn to go, and we just turn left ahead. Household chemistry. Could be apothecary or a pharmacy or something, I take it. Oakmont Chronicle, this must be it.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
What's that got to do with it? Yeah, I only got in recently.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland.
Let's see. Time for your interview? But may as well indulge. Oh, I don't see why not. Maybe we indulge in it now and we can go investigate the archive once we're done.
Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our readers something more about yourself.
What should I say about myself? Should I tell them about my service in the Navy, or should I just tell them my broad description about my background? Well, I mean, I may as well get started on what I am. I'm an investigator from Boston.
I'm a private eye in Boston. The situation in the port was a good use of my skills.
Well, Detective Reed, I think you'll find our city has a lot of secrets, but people may not like you poking your nose in. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
Looking for the source of the visions, tracking down missing people. Perhaps I should try to keep my own problems out of the loop. Let's just say I'm tracking down missing people.
I've been investigating disappearances all around Massachusetts. The missing people all seem to have ended up here for some reason.
The mystery of the newcomers. And you want to know why they're here? Well, they aren't very forthcoming about it. And it doesn't help that most of them aren't thinking straight, to put it mildly. I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
Extra. Read all about it. Read about the investigator coming in to look in on all these missing weirdos. Yeah, we shall see. What do we have here? This is the archive. Let's see. Lost expedition. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition. The burned newspapers. Village headquarters. Burnt manifesto. It's a little difficult to navigate on this. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Several men with Innsmouth syndrome broke into the expedition headquarters and destroyed everything in sight. They burned most of the expedition archives, scientific research, interviews with locals, freight and cargo manifests, even clips of newspaper advertisements. Let's see. After the flood, officials, celebrities, commoners perhaps? Section, front page, current events, polls and interviews, perhaps advertisements. Print, cover side, Haven Bay, I believe. Oh. Let's try that again. Search after the flood. Commoners. Actually, we don't quite know what kind of people, but we do know it has to deal with advertisements. Grimhaven Bay, I believe, was the key location too. No information regarding select evidence found. Let me see if I can review this book. Let's see. I left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter in Oakmont Chronicle. Let me try... Try this. Oop. Views, officials. Several men with Innsmouth syndrome broke into the expedition headquarters and destroyed everything in sight. Where most of the Okay, maybe I needed to highlight the piece of evidence too. Here we are. The 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport, as well as the aiding of underwater ventures and explorations, for the price of 70 rifle bullets, or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. He can be found at Pier 3, Oakmont Port, Grimhaven Bay. Wait a second, I believe we found a boat titled the Titania out in the bay last time. Interesting. Before I continue on, I think I better patch myself up a bit. Here we are. There we go. There we go. Not quite used to figuring out how to work with this thing. There we are. Alright, now I believe our next stop is to check out Grimhaven Bay and find this Jeremiah Sanders. Let's see. Pier 3, Oakmont Port. Okay, not too far from where we started off in the game. Wonder which is the quickest way to get over there. If we take a boat, we can head to that spot. Let's see. There we are. I don't believe... Which way do I go from here? Actually, let me double back. I believe if we take the boat, we can get over to where we need to go faster. But I hope you do not mind if I commandeer this boat. Alright, navigating seems to be very simple. All I have to do is just tilt the stick and I can get around. That's pretty simple. I'm giving it more juice if I hold the trigger button. It sounds like I did, but it was probably deluding myself. Oh no, it seems to be working. I need to just figure out navigating to get back to the port. If I take a left here, I should be able to walk all the way back. No? Can I not navigate over here? Oh dear. I'm gonna be stuck here. There we are. There we are. Let's see, if I just follow this road down, I should be able to get back to the port. Yes, here we are. Keep going straight from here, I should be able to make it back. To Maven Bay Port. Lockwood Marsh Canning Factory. Let's see. Well, I assume I can get back to the port from here, but there might be a chance that I can't just walk straight back to the port either. Kind of.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
I have tuna? Can't tell if those are small or large tuna. But it must be small enough. Down here. Goods to be had. Alcohol. So really helping get some stuff here and there. This seems to not be the way back to the port.
Fresh fish, Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
I've seen your catch, and I'm afraid it seems I'm not interested in trading with you. I believe this is where we entered the city from just earlier. Under the keel bar. I believe the port should be around here somewhere. Port 3, they said. Wait a minute. I think the same port where I found that broken boat last time. No, not quite. Just back here, it seems. I just missed it for a bare moment. Boat should be around here somewhere. Who is that? Sound very close.
Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help! Help!
What's going on?
Sea creatures. Swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
Now, what are these creatures you're talking about?
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
Alright, it seems it's time to do some combat in this section now. Let's see. If you are crouched, hostiles are less likely to detect you. Enemies may harm your sanity as well as health. Some enemies have unique abilities that may come as an unpleasant surprise, but most have weak points too. Ammo and supplies are scarce. Scavenging, crafting, and quest rewards are the only source of supplies. Guns are not going to reload themselves. Keep our heads low and see what we can find. Oh, went down. Harbor has been cleared. Well, that went a little bit easier than I thought. I was planning on sneaking up and hitting them, but it looks like they took care of themselves. I wonder who this poor old soul was.
Shot dead. Point blank.
No wild beast killed this man.
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
Indeed. Let's try to keep away so we can keep ourselves sane.
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much.
Oh, sir, they did not. that way. Well, it says it's all clear. Let's double back and see if he will talk to us now. As disappointing as that was.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
What kind of man is Sanders?
This Sanders. What kind of man is he?
Newcomer. He seemed like a decent guy. Okay, Captain. Treated his crew well.
Alright, before I continue, it sounds like my dogs went in. Give me a moment, and I need to take care of a nature call for a moment as well. Alright, back at it. Let's see, what should we inquire about next? Tanya, or where Sanders is now?
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back. The mayor's cursed these days.
Oh, it seems we missed an opportunity to inquire about the Titania, it seems. Let's see what we have now. Sanders has fled, the burned documents. Any correlation between these two? No, it seems not. You have a lead though, I believe.
The mayor's cursed these days.
Perhaps the Titania was the boat that was docked just over here. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Perhaps there's a clue left behind where Sanders may have possibly gone from here. Grab those. I think there's any more. This is a bit disturbing.
This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
What do we have here? Time charter contract. I, Captain Jeremiah Sanders, hereby agree to take on board my vessel Titania any person designated by Robert Throgmorton and the cargoes detailed in the attached manifest, as well as to provide them with any and all necessary assistance up to and including depth measurements, as well as a diving support for underwater explorations and marine life observations. Aforementioned services will take place in confidential locations in Cod Bay. Afterward, the Titania will provide transport for all passengers to the Oakmont port. Compensation will be 70 bullets. Confidential locations in Cod Bay, eh? Where may Cod Bay be? That just crossed away from here? Mission Harbor, the Shells, Reed Heights, Road, other side, and Haven Bay. No mention of a Cod Bay, unless it's a smaller district, somewhere around here.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased.
Take it these are the bullets that were going to be offered as compensation to folks who will be working on this barge.
They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
Seems so. There's nothing more over here. I think. Don't suppose we can inquire more with the sailor. Oh, this one. Gonna piece together what happened here, I suppose.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum? To the mayor with you! Ah! Die! Die! Ah! You can't take me! Eat this!
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Imagine it all started on the boat.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum? To the mayor with you! Ah! Die! Die! Ah! You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
Now it seems. Let's see if we can piece this together. Sanders has fled. Wounded sailors on the Titania attacked one another. All but one were killed. Survivors had a deep wound in the shoulder. Wounded Sanders. The harbor master saw Captain Sanders leaving the pier. The only survivor of the fight on the third pier of the Grimhaven Bay was a man badly wounded in the shoulder. Captain Sanders, as the wounded man, is now seeking medical aid. The pier master have any idea where to go for medical assistance? Check on that just a minute.
The mayor's cursed these days.
I'm curious, is there still more to collect, or is that an indication that it's all been collected there now? What's that?
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
Okay, all evidence has been collected here. That means there's still things to collect over back at the headquarters. Blast. I want to see what we missed. Might be something important. Detail not to overlook. Could help us to find out where Sanders may have gone as well. Possibly. Never know. The port here. Hospital of St. Mary. Perhaps he had gone there? It's a possibility. The certainty is to be not so clear. Fast travel point. How do I fast travel? Perhaps? I see. This is good. This is just what I need. I was actually hoping to come back over here anyway. I was gonna make a stop at the headquarters first before I go towards the hospital, where there might be a lead to finding Sanders next. We're back at the hotel. Not gonna check out the hospital just yet, which is where I suspect, or maybe a clue to where Sanders was found. I'm going to first make a trip back to the expedition headquarters to finish collecting evidence over there for a minute. Could be minor, it could be critical, but I feel the urge to finish investigating that area first before I continue on, since it seems quite vital that I check it out, since this game has an experience system as well. I think if I continue straight, the headquarters will be just up in front of me. Yep, right here. Trash, nothing more behind here. Wonder what I might have missed. I may have missed, for that matter. Very curious matter. Seems I could always double back here and whatever I need. Don't know why that's a thing in this game, but apparently it helps. No, I don't know why, but this statue reminds me of a statue back in Copenhagen. Went there once. And I believe I saw the Little Mermaid statue in the bay. The statue kind of reminds me of that sculpture. I don't know if it's like carbon copy, or the exact copy of that piece, but it feels very similar. Here. Board does not seem to be evoking anything of great interest. These may I have missed.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
don't think I want to walk that way. Did I miss something here?
Map of Cape Cod. Well, looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
1 knowledge point. Interesting. Oh, we have 2 knowledge points. We have the 25 pieces of any crafting material. 7 more pistol rounds. Traps. I'll do this. Looks like we'll need more points to go in further. Let's see. Actually, there seems to be several. Okay, that is an asylum. I have a strong I have a believe there's inclination that that is not where our friend Sanders has gone. Most likely the hospital where he went. I'm gonna go off on a limb and see if this is where our friend has gone. Oh, we just need to get over there. Pretty easy to navigate in this city, but we'll get there. Is this the postman, or am I just imagining? It probably is just a vagrant. Carrying his stuff on his back. There, I believe. Alright. I believe the only way I can get over there is take a sea route. Looks like I can just go straight. I gotta navigate around this thing. Infested area. I have a feeling I have to be quite careful around here. Oh, dang. They gone down first time. There's a first for everything, I suppose. Hopefully I didn't get sent back too far. Probably use this opportunity to use my gun this time. Should I use? Maybe I should take another way around. Okay, it seems I'm over this way, no problem. Alright, never mind. Let's see. I believe the hospital is down this way somewhere. Must be it. St. Mary's.
Find something you like.
There we are.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
A bit, I suppose.
The usual. Nothing to write home about.
Ah, a chronic headache sufferer. Fascinating. By coincidence, I was studying helminths and their role in illness before the flood. Did you know that all of us are infected by helminth? Your headaches could indicate that they have infested your brain.
That's news to me, Doc. Sounds serious.
May I suggest you become a subject in my experimental medical program?
What should I do here? I'm currently investigating. But who knows, maybe he might benefit me. You know what? I'm kind of a curious fellow. Let's try it.
Experimental medicine. Oh, I guess it can't be any worse than the asylum in Boston. Count me in.
I'm delighted to hear that, Mr.
Reed. Charles Reed.
Mr. Reed, take these pills with some water. They're a potent measure against parasites. Contact me when you feel improvement.
First, do no harm. Oh dear. Perhaps that was not a good idea. I need to get myself up. I don't know what he was doing there, but he had his pistol there, and I did not think that was such a good idea.
What the hell did you give me, Doc?
Is something wrong? You seem perfectly healthy to me.
Your medicine blinded me, and then he gave me these visions. Worse than a blow to the head. What are you trying to pull?
Intriguing. These side effects are a new development. I'll have to run some more tests. Let me know if anything else happens, won't you?
Let's see. Let's inquire about if Sanders came by here.
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork, but you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
I'm kind of hesitant to ask this, but anything I can help with.
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually, but it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
And vomiting humanoids, you say?
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Bye.
Seems we have several, interesting things to explore. Field research. Let's see. Oh, here we are. From Oakmont. Okay, so I can actually look through these. The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in the rooms of the disappeared newcomers. Among them, I found several pages from the diary of a man describing his life in Oakmont. He suffers from visions and marked the places where they happened. Was he trying to avoid them? Oh yeah, I think there's a diary entry that can tell me that home of the infected man. Good research. Dr. Grant from the Oakmont City Hospital is interested in wild beasts. He believes that by studying these creatures, their origins, and their habits, he will be able to reduce the number of citizens they injure or kill. He can't leave his patients though, so I agreed to assist him with the field research for a price. Former patient shop. Dr. Grant asked me to visit a shop in Central Salvation Harbor on Windheim Street, south of Polaris Road. Even before the flood, the man that owned it was haunted by monsters in his dream. He may know something useful about those creatures. I should ask him about it. Home of the infected man. A man who died and turned into a monstrous creature lived in the northern Salvation Harbor, on Moreland Road between Higgs Lane and Benevolent Tide Road. Dr. Grant from the Oakmont City Hospital asked me to find out what happened here. Okay, let me see if we can place these. First one is on Windheim Street, south of Polaris. Salvation Harbor. I think that's somewhere on this side of the map, I believe. Heights. Grove. Advent. Side. It's right here. Central Salvation Harbor on Windheim Street, south of Polaris. So, this looks like the general area it could be. Let me see the other case. Maybe I can do these. Maybe I'll do these now. Northern Salvation Harbor, Moreland Road, between Higgs Lane and Benevolent Tides Road. Let's see. Northern Salvation Road, or Moreland Road, between Higgs Lane and Benevolent and Tides. Can find at least one of these roads, so I can find the rest of it. Be somewhere in this general area somewhere. I am not having a easy time seeing it, if anywhere. Moreland Road. Okay, this is Moreland, between Higgs Lane and Benevolent Tides. Okay, here. Somewhere within this general area. I'll need a boat to get over there. Collect some evidence of Sanders is here. Let's see. Mentioned archives, I think. Back here, I suppose? Let's see. Subject. Station, I believe. Somewhere in right now in the immediate time. Let's see, department. I don't know if a district applies. How about surgery? Patient shop. Search. Like I can't bring up the evidence regarding the wounded man. Now at least. It is peculiar. A little worried. Shell casing, some gunpowder. Make more bullets if I need to. should do that right now, actually. Let's see. There we go. Minute, I thought, were we raiding a corpse? No, it's just clearing out an empty coffin of its coffers. That wasn't very good. Okay, nothing more down here, I don't think. Why don't we go back upstairs and see what we can do, what we can find. Kitchen wards upstairs. Suppose we can find this. I think we would know him.
What happened to you, mister?
Pete, explosion, fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
I'm sorry. Well, get better soon. Bye.
Wounded patient Pete.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
I don't know whose bright idea is it to eat leeches anyway. Sounds a little bit unappetizing to me. I would think people would rather eat grass or weeds over leeches.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
Get better soon.
Shooting victim Joe.
Scratch me. Please, please, just here. This itching is driving me insane.
I just noticed there are two individuals. One goes by Joe, the other one Pete. Didn't reveal I'm looking into things. I wonder, with this evidence, find anything on them? Let's see. I swear, one of the wounded patients, Joseph, told me that a drunken madman shot him in the bar. The wounded patient's Pete told me he was badly wounded by the dynamite which he was using to fish. Maybe we can collect testimony, see if either of these hold water. We'll probably know if one of them might actually be Captain Sanders or not. That's an idea. For that though, I wonder. Wonder if I should head to Salvation Harbor first. Claimed to be shot at the bar, the other one claimed to be fishing with dynamite. Wonder if one of them might be lying. I'm almost certain it's gotta be the one who claimed he got shot in the bar. I don't know, that way his shoulder was patched, it seemed like the bleeding was staunching. It's looked more like a gash than a bullet wound. I don't know why. I'll just hold it. I'll just let them have the benefit of the doubt. And I believe we need to collect evidence at the harbor, see if any of these hold water. Now, I don't know if there are other bars, but the only bars that I know right now are under the keel bar and the... That's about it. Don't know any other bars. We might be able to investigate here about the man who was fishing with dynamite. Maybe there's some sailor at the bar who can testify. A guy named Pete was probably doing something so stupid. Who knows? Just need one of them to hold water. If I could sprint this. Alright, all this we can sprint. Just remember which way helps me get back to the port.
Quit staring, newcomer. Get the truck out of here. Quit staring, newcomer. Get the truck out of here.
I'm having a little trouble finding my way back to the port. I believe it's just around the corner here. There we are. See if anyone can testify for either of these.
The door won't budge.
That won't do. What do I do now? Reef Hotel? Actually, that's another spot I could check out. And the asylum over there. Throgmorton Manor over there. Apartment. Perhaps there's somewhere else I must investigate. Go. Wait, before I continue, where's that diary I found? Let's see. just looking into another side quest I know I opened up, but I don't think I have enough to know where to go from there. Let's see about this. Hey, no, these have been placed on the map, right? Okay. I'd like to probably take a trip and check these things out, because I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
The door won't budge.
I'm just hoping it's not a store.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Didn't you have a hat, sir? Must have been another fella. I wanna go check out that spot first. I need to tilt in order to get around. Anything good, sir? Probably not. A lot of people taking into fishing right now. I'm just gonna have this out. Just in case.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
No, thank you, sir. I've been at the Chronicle already. I've got all the news I need to worry about. Now I'm worried about something else. The former patient's shop. Around here. Men's finest clothing. This is it? Check this place out. Gunpowder, shell casings, and some pistol rounds here. Oh. one. There we go. Ooh. Probably not linger in those. Got him. One more around here. Ugh, why can't I hit this guy? Ugh, it's dark in here, I can't see a thing. There it is. Now, how do I get that stuff to dissipate? Looks like it not on its own.
Seems after visiting Dr. Grant, the shop owner preferred to self-medicate.
Know what up with that?
Those bloodstains would definitely attract wild beasts.
Shop owner's notes. The dreams returned again, even stronger than before. I feel those things touching me, crawling, leaning towards my warmth. The doctor is a Dane, obsessed with his theories, but who can help me? I'm losing my mind. Today I woke up and one of the creatures was under my blanket. I smashed it on the floor and stomped until it stopped moving. But it was no more a dream. It is real. Neither coffee nor cocainium works to stay awake. Kay, help me. Twice I have almost fallen asleep and they appeared again. If those stains are from the creature he killed, maybe. Oof. I'd make more revolver ammo. Help myself a little bit. There's. Oh, that must be the shop owner. What's all these? Got one. There were two more. Must have went upstairs. Come back here, you. Can't see a darn thing. So far these things don't seem to attack me for some odd reason. Just seem to try to disorient me. Things could be pretty bad. More dangerous. I've found any yet. care of the second one. One more around here. The gun, though. There it is. The sim. That did it. Don't think there's any more here. That.
I don't think he's going to tell me much about those monsters.
Most probably not. Suicide note. I bear to stay awake any longer. Can't let them take me there. Every time I see them in a dream, they appear near me. Touch me with their cold hands. Sting me with those tails. There is only one way to end this suffering. Kay, forgive me. Looks like there's nothing more left to collect here. We better craft some things. Like that's all the I can make now. They better not stay within these areas. Like too much time spent in some very disturbing areas can have an adverse effect on my psyche. That's one matter taken care of. Worried about shooting some people, so I'm gonna try pressing the other trigger button. Entering into some hostile territory, like we can go around instead. Last time I tried going to an infested area, I got overwhelmed. No clue as to how to defend myself. Figure as long as there are people around, maybe I can avoid any danger. Alright. There's this other mark I need to get to. Just over there, it seems. Home of the infected man. Figure I investigate these places, I learn a little bit more about how to counter these threats. This is quite an interesting game. Quite having a very intriguing time playing this game. Although I think there were several other choices I was thinking of making at this time. Sucker for Love or Murdered Soul Suspect was another one I was thinking of playing at this time. I thought it'd be appropriate to play. Most of the folks that answered my polls were more interested in me playing this game. Not that it was a terrible choice, no, but I think it was a little bit more tamer than I gave it credit to. House should be around in this area somewhere. Find a place to dock, I think of. Maybe I can get out here and find it. Stay in these waters below. I was under the impression it would be somewhere around here. Maybe that was it over there. Try to get out of fast. Huh? Didn't mean to get out. Here we are. Could have sworn I saw a landing, I think. Shit that. The boat, I mean. This must be it. Infected man's residence. For creatures. I think there was another. Oh, blast. Ay, me. That was a surprise. Okay, here we go again. Where are we now? We're not too far from where we were last. That's a relief. Find a place to drop. Let's try this again, shall we? Thing ready, but oh boy. Better get a health kit. There we are. We have
Every kid's childhood dream. I wanted a toy like that too once.
a rocking horse. Let's see. Liz's secret book. Bad dreams again. The thing under the floor keeps scratching. I told Mom, but she said it were rats. Dad told off John for playing with slimes near the hole. But it wasn't him. I told Dad about the things who live in the basement and he punished me. Tonight I saw the head looking from the hole and cried. It comes at night and wants to do bad things to me and John. Why don't Mom and Dad believe me? I was so tired from not sleeping that I couldn't watch the hole. And today I feel so bad. My belly hurts. My mouth tastes like slime. Mom and John say they feel bad too. Even now I hear it scratching. Oh my. Seems like there's more to be found here somewhere. Let's check towards the bathroom, see what we can find. Fire's still burning. Somebody's here. See what we got. Powder. Let's some stuff again. There we are. Up another first aid kit. You know, sometimes I wonder, there actually a body in there, or is it just all sorts of discarded material? Just happen to be keeping it in a coffin for macabre reasons. Get a faint reading here, but I don't see anything down here. Maybe there's stuff to be found upstairs in the general area. Gun out again, just in case. There we are. Oh, hopefully that's it. Can't bear to deal with any more of these guys. Guys are monstrous. Looks like a okay here. Ah, those freak me out.
The slime stinks even worse than the bodies.
Quick way down if I need to. Must be what remains of the family that was here.
Weeks have passed since this food was cooked.
I wish I could see what other evidence is hiding here.
The slime stinks even worse than the bodies.
I wonder. Looking down, but what about up? Oh, this. You want get the whole picture here? Or not in the right spot for it. Here we are. Ooh. That was a little bit too much. Have to go back in. Maybe I need to continue. Oh, what am I supposed to do here? This part is always difficult. Here we are. Let's try this again. If there may be more hiding upstairs. Up in here. Piece together what happened in this, I think.
Miss! John! You... what is happening to...
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
Time to figure this out.
One is not quite as straightforward as the last times I've investigated.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
Thinking this is how.
Miss! John! You...
What is happening to me?
That's not quite how it works. Maybe she got infected first. Then the husband started. Then the husband showed a difference to their illness.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
Finally, I think they succumbed to the illness.
Miss! John! You... what is happening to me?
The beast crawled from the sunken basement at night and infected the family. After a short incubation period, they turned into monsters too.
All evidence has been collected here. Like we haven't finished investigating over here, though. Feel like the more we do, we can get more EXP if we. Why reverse? There we are. Here. Let's see. The quick way back to the other place. See. Trying to find out how to get back to the other place I was investigating. Looks like we weren't finished checking out whatever's left there. I don't know why I'm always impeded and why it starts moving whenever in certain spots. I don't know what's up with that. This is actually, maybe see if we can thread through here fast. Let's see. Deal with this. There we go. I can avoid it, I may as well do it. I should probably patch myself up a bit. There we are. Probably make some more of this stuff too. Back in the area I was investigating before. If I remember here, just the shop. I'm not done looking around in there, it seems. Still more to be collected in here according to the symbol here. One down. Come back here, you. Got it. Still one more. As I've seen so far, this creature doesn't seem to attack, just seems to run. This proves to be a nuisance of itself. Come back here, you. There we go. I wonder if I might have missed something around here. Hard to be sure. Let's see. We'll check there's no stairs going up here. Okay, those little ones actually hurt a little bit. But the big one that kind of has more like a cephalopod, that one, doesn't do much. Seems to be a nuisance is all. that thing is doing. Does that. Once I get, I should probably up my melee if I can. Thing will not die, will it? I don't know what it does. There we go. Finally. Now to deal with the last one, wherever it. Still hear it moving. Pretty sure. I can't tell for sure. If there may have been anything I missed here. Oh boy.
I don't think he's going to tell me much about those monsters.
What I have missed here? Looks like I'm not done collecting evidence here. Oh, let's see this. Hospital response. Disturbing dreams you complained about may be the result of the helmet infestation. The description of the creatures you see and feel while sleeping is reminiscent of some parasitic forms of life. I recommend you follow the recipe below to prepare an ointment of my own devising. This should ease your symptoms and help you get rid of any and all parasites. Okay, that should cover it all. All evidence collected. There we are. That takes care of things here. Guess the last one I took care of in blind rage or something. I don't know. Don't know what happened. See. I think I need to make my way back to the hospital. Question is, what is a quick way back there from here? I need to find a phone booth or something. I believe that's how I can fast travel from place to place. but something about that symbol looked cryptic.
You'll die.
Let's see. Make myself more ammo here. I should heal myself too. There we are. And make myself another kit. Like I'm almost ready to get another point or two. An extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance to deal double damage with the pistol, chance 10%. Probably keep these in mind. A lot of interesting things to up myself with.
Extra, extra! All the news that's fit to print.
Oh, there's
Fine paper
there's the point. Salvation Harbor, East Side. Well, now I need to get back to cover side. But maybe I shouldn't have crafted some of those stuff. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna see if I can step into one of those infested zones. Just do a little bit. Well, the primary reason I did this was just to have an excuse to go and do some expenditure. Hopefully it didn't send me off too far, off than I needed to. Did I lose anything? Do I gain anything from this? Or do I make no progress whatsoever? I do not know. Like nothing was expended. little bit of work in here. That was not a good encounter. Ah, I should just forget about doing a little bit of grinding and just get along with reporting back to the doctor. Actually, thinking about it, maybe I wonder if the doctor can hit on any the patients, or not so much breach. It's more like see if I can ease him to hinting which one of them might be Sanders. I'd like to at least figure out which one of them might be him.
Find something you
Very peculiar. I don't know why it put up like this. Or how asset heavy this place might be.
I checked the house of the diseased man, Bells. His family has turned into those creatures too.
Huh. Fascinating. Did you discover the source of the contamination?
A creature emerged from their sunken basement and transformed them. I think its vomit is contagious.
If so, we must quarantine it. Those Lethian revenants are a huge threat. This city could not survive an epidemic like that.
What did you call them?
Lethian revenants. Oh, you may thank the university professor for the beast's unwieldy names.
I called into the shop of your patient. Unfortunately, he committed suicide.
Oh, I wish I could say I was surprised. Sorry for wasting your time.
It wasn't entirely a waste. I found some evidence that sheds light on the origin of those creatures.
For what it's worth, Professor Westerbrook calls them Stygian harvesters. But what is it you found?
Your patient's diary. His dreams became too real, too confronting. He tried to stay awake using stimulants, but those Stygians appeared near him when he slept, as if they were leaking from his nightmares.
A psychic phenomenon or manifestation. How unnerving. I'm afraid he's not the only one suffering from such dreams.
I found your studies rather interesting, Dr. Grant. Got more places to search?
What dedication. Thank you. Your findings have been a rich resource for the scientific cause. I've got 2 more places for you. More dangerous, one with huge monstrosities, but I'll prepare a comparable reward.
Just what am I getting myself into?
One of Oakmont's largest stores was closed after the flood hit. A looter tried to break in, but his thievery was, shall we say, interrupted. He was set upon by a huge wild beast and hardly made it out. The question is, with the building locked up tight, how did that creature get in?
What about the place with more manageable creatures?
Well, there's a restaurant here with a bad reputation, not for its food, but for women disappearing. The police found nothing. I treated the partner of one missing girl. He arrived here severely injured and told me about the jumping maws.
He was at the restaurant too, I suppose.
Indeed. And what's curious is the place is still open. Please investigate and find out how that's possible.
Bye.
Right. Like I acquired a lot here. Rounds, some shells, some cartridges. Things I can't carry though. Fortunately. Like I'm all stacked. And I can't break it down. I am quite... This is the price I pay for being too savvy. Let's see, the lock shop. Dr. Grant asked me to check the shop on Ward Street in Western Reed Heights between Borton Road and Sam Reed Street. Looter tried to shoplift there and was attacked by a huge wild beast. I have to find out how it could have appeared in a locked building. Then the suspicious restaurant. Dr. Grant asked me to investigate an ill-famed restaurant located in Eastern Reed Heights, little lane between Harold Street and Bullock Street. Okay, these seem to be a lot to take into account. Oh wait, I did not see we had all these notes already. Day I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it's connected to my vision somehow, because I felt the same nausea and headache as before they struck. It happened in Coverside, near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. I felt dizzy, my mouth was full of a bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that, I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. Lot to investigate here. I mean, there's a lot I could be doing now.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
Let's see, Part 1, Stygians. Locals brought me several kinds of creatures, saying they just appeared in their homes. The exemplars have multiple limbs with human-like palms. They resisted the poison and acids. Only one breed, the Stygian Harvester, is aggressive. It has a claw-like stinger that can cause grievous wounds. The rarest breed of Stygians, Smoker, emits huge amounts of fumes that lurk among them. I'm fascinated by a Stygian Weaver. Somehow it can restore the tissues of other wild beasts. Then this is the other one, the Lethians. Lethians formed resemble humans. After numerous autopsies, I can state that confidence that there are multiple pathogens which cause these mutations in human victims. Their bulb-like colonies act like additional hearts, ensuring the flow of lymphatic liquids filled with bacteria. The fluid is gathered in the former human stomach. They then be expelled by the Lethians with an immense force. The less studied immortals have rapid regeneration, and I have received reports about raids that disappeared. Fortune teller's prophecy. Sea will be generous in coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking. I see old and new, a hard against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too, but you only see that from inside a metal cage. Tall pillars, circled by the dead, a race from one to the next, as time itself laughs. That's the prophecy I was read last time by that fortune teller back at the bar. I am at a terrible loss here. I don't suppose I can inquire further with these patients.
Let me rest.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Yeah, bad idea eating leeches. Upstairs.
I warned you.
Alright, I won't bother you.
Scratch me. Please, please. Just here. This itching is driving me insane.
Now I can find evidence on. May have missed something. Don't mind me, just trying to get down faster. Here we go. Let's see. Say it's quite immediate. Not here. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah. The only bar I can think of. Nothing there. The only bar I can think of. Any other? Hold on, let me see. Card reception. Salvation Harbor? One of the wounded patients Pete told me was badly wounded by the dynamite using to fish. Here we go. Here we go. Grimhaven Bay wounded. Peter Crowley, M29, Oakmont. Multiple burns and fragmentation wounds to chest and face as a result of explosion. Several surgeries, wound treatment, facial surgery. Prognosis good, bed rest recommended. Joseph Willow, newcomer, deep cut, left shoulder, broken collarbone, fractured scapula. Wound stitched, fractured set and damaged. No traces of infection evident. Prognosis good, bed rest recommended. We have more evidence here. Well, it seems he can. I think they confirmed that it's not that guy, but this guy.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Investigating the visions. I'm investigating the mission. Both are They both are to the same answer, but I suppose he wants to know immediately. So I'm telling him I'm investigating the expedition.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
What happened to the expedition? Why were you drinking? What was the expedition looking for?
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
What happened to the expedition? Actually, maybe first, how were you drinking?
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. They'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew, none of them deserved what happened to them.
What happened during the final dive? Albert survived.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
What was your last dive?
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
In that case, where can I get a diver suit?
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
I believe I also want the ship's log, so I'll know what to contend with.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Get better soon.
Tanner told me his crew lost their minds after the expedition began. And the expedition headquarters was vandalized by Innsmausers. They burned all the expedition archives, even the newspapers. Sailors on the Titania attacked one another. All but one were killed. The survivor has a deep wound in his shoulder. If there's anything we can find about this. The Titania incident, the Titanian crew went mad and started a massacre in the port as a result. Like, that's the only thing we can piece together for now. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of figuring out how to navigate through this casebook and all this evidence and look through all these things. Just a whole lot to deal with. Vendors informed me that the expedition anchored at several points in the ocean, diving to inspect the seabed. The coordinates of these anchored points may be in the ship's log. Sender brought it with him to the hospital, but the last place he remembers is a surgery ward. At the last anchor point, the scientists discovered some cracks on the seabed. Something horrible happened there, and the crew were frightened so badly they mutinied after saving Albert Throgmorton. Much of the expedition were abandoned in the underwater cracks. Let's see, and there's also a diving suit factory for us to procure a diving suit to help us find the expedition. Xander sent men to purchase diving suits from the factory, which is located in Western Grimhaven Bay on C. Smith Avenue between Levi Coffin Avenue and Deep Shore Road. C. Smith Avenue. Between Levi and Deep Shore. Here's Deep Shore. Lies over here. Then C. Smith. Western Grimhaven. The west is over here somewhere. Here it is. Somewhere in this general area is the factory, I believe. We'll take note of that. I think for now. Have a quick look in the surgery, see if there's any clues that could point to where the ship log may have been. Actually, let's see. I got an idea here. Wonder if the archive might. Oop, didn't decline. Sometime now. Oh. I think this is the surgery area. Look through here. Cordite, gunpowder. What do we have here? Here's the ship's log. Accident place, crews complaining of noise and no sleep, fish behaving strangely. March 22nd, reached the crews reporting hallucinations. March 23rd, distributed rum, hopefully will distract them. March 23rd, found an air pocket in the caverns near the Devil's Teeth, close to the city. Scientists discovered walls. Ancient walls. Asked for a crate with tools. March 24th. sent Tate Myers down to investigate after his surfacing deadline passed. March 24th, Tate Myers returned with only Albert Throgmorton, who is now completely unhinged. His madness, disturbing, unsettling. March 24th, crew dragged Albert to a lifeboat, tried to stop them, resulted in mutiny. Let's see if we can piece this together. Nope. Can't use this with anything right now. We've collected all the evidence we need here. Let's see. That, enough for that. Let's clear away these marks, so... done with it. Huh? Believe that may be it for now. I think this may be a good time to call it. Next time, I believe we'll be working on a couple of cases, along with advancing the story, collecting the diving suit, and following further with this case here. And also following up with this. Let me see if we can mark this. The expedition's final dive was made near a cluster of underwater rocks known as the Devil's Teeth. The Devil's Teeth are not far from the Oakmont port. I have the coordinates and should be able to get there by boat. But I believe before we go out on the boat, we need to procure the suit first. So I believe that's what we're going to be doing next time. So I do not know if I'll be doing these off or on screen, these side cases, but I feel like these could be quite lucrative to do, so we may do them at some point, but for now this seems like the time to call it. We're gonna save right here. Good place to save. Save. Okay, I believe it's been saved now, so I believe we're going to be calling it here. For those who stepped into the domain of your Doodle Kaijin, the Arashi here, I thank you for stopping by.